Hi, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Aquarius. Now, this will be for the 14th to the 20th of March 2022. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget it's a general reading. It is not going to suit every single person out there. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I really don't need the abusive messages because you don't want to leave because I've said you should. You know what? Take as resonates. I'm not saying you should leave. Take as resonates. Also, energy can be vice versa. And time is fluid. So keep that in mind. Okay, Aquarius. Okay. These two I should have been in that order. Okay, on the bottom you have Cupid's arrow, wedding rings, and love. You really need to work on your self-love. And I feel like you love yourself, then you'll attract, love into your life. But you've got to love yourself. I feel like you've been through a really, looks like rough trot. It looks like a really just like you've had a lot of crap go on. But it does say, have faith that love is coming. You may be married to this person or in a high level of commitment. Maybe the marriage, was over or nearly over, or there was something to do with maybe, one of you went, maybe someone did something to you and you went to walk away because, they hurt you. There's something to do with that. Okay. So on the table, let's have a look. Physical intimacy. So I feel like that's an issue. Now, whether you're not choosing healthy, balanced relationships, or you feel like you're doing it for the wrong reasons, or maybe you need to talk to your partner, maybe there's some sort of issue with physical intimacy. I'm also, from the cards on the table, I'm also seeing that maybe somebody has an addiction, a sex addiction, or something to do with that. And I feel like you felt like you were abandoned, but you also haven't dealt with that. I don't feel like you've forgiven this person, but also, you may just be getting on with life for some of you, but I feel like you haven't dealt with your abandonment issues. And as I said, somebody has destructive habits. Somebody has these addictions. And, also maybe you have one. Maybe you have some toxic thinking or something. But generally, there could be an addiction. And as I said, I feel like it's got something to do with physical intimacy. Maybe there's a lack in your relationship. And so somebody has an addiction and has a destructive habit due to that addiction. I feel like, as I said, it's whether you're not together, maybe somebody walked away due to this situation, or you feel like you're sad, lonely, or alone because of what this person did to you. You know, like, you see it as betrayal. You feel like they've abandoned you and done something that they shouldn't, and, you know, or made you not feel as wanted, or are your values the same though? I feel like you really need to know what it is you want in your life. And I also feel like, you know, as I said, this person, you know, they could have done something to do with maybe you guys don't have this healthy, balanced relationship. Maybe there is this physical intimacy issue. Maybe you're not having it a lot or whatever. Maybe you don't feel in the mood. I don't know. But I feel like somebody's not dealing with their, or you're not seeing, you know, what this was. You're not seeing that somebody could have had an addiction, or, you know, if they don't feel wanted, maybe, you know, maybe it wasn't an addiction, but they felt like they needed that physical intimacy. Maybe the whole situation comes back to physical intimacy, and, you know, it made you feel abandoned, and then you feel like you don't have the same values, or they don't have the same values as you. But as I said, you still haven't dealt with the abandonment. So yeah, I just feel like because of all of that, you wondered whether there's any kind of stability, permanence, you know, whether someone's willing to kind of make changes because of this, or is this relationship going to last? Can it grow? Because it feels like not. It feels like there is no stability. It feels like there's no stability, security, permanence, endurance, you know, any of that. Like, you just think this relationship has no chance. And really, it comes back to those destructive habits. So there needs to be a plan that, you know, if you know what you want, there needs to be a plan. So say you want this person, then they need to make some changes, obviously. At the same time, if physical intimacy is the issue and you're not giving them what they, I guess, need, as we all need as a human, you know, then maybe there needs to be a plan. Maybe, you know, you can do something to kind of get you in the mood, or go and see a doctor and get some tablets, or I don't know, if you're a guy, maybe you need some Viagra. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the situation. So whatever this is, you need a plan. You need to know that you both have the same goals. Or if it's not, you don't want to be with them. You need to know what it is you want. You need to have a strategy on what it is. Yeah. And this, if, as I said, if this is you, then maybe you need to deal with that addiction. But somebody definitely feels like they you know, maybe you feel like your person is manipulating, or they cheated, or they were selfish, they disregarded the boundaries, you know, they were like a narcissist. So you chose to leave, or someone chose to leave very quickly. All right, let's get some other cards. So tell me about this physical intimacy. What's that about? For the first row. Tell me about that. Missing you and the addiction. So I feel like you had some sort of commitment, have had, whatever. Some sort of commitment, you know, romantic love, long-term relationship. You know, I feel like you saw this person as reliable and, you know, had security and maybe they had values and money possibly, or they were competent. They had life experience and, you know, they may want to reconcile. But they, you know, I feel like there was definitely this, you know, commitment. And I feel like somebody felt like they needed to release it though, because there was no balance. Yeah, they needed to let it go because they couldn't move on and leave the past behind. And they felt like they were doing it all in the relationship. They didn't trust their intuition with the moon card, so this person could have been a Pisces as well. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, there was possibly things going on behind the scenes that, yeah, you didn't know about, or you repressed your emotions. You didn't trust your intuition. Yeah, you repress a lot. And I don't feel like you felt like you could get over the obstacles and challenges that this brought. But at the same time, you're trapped in fear. Like, you have these self-imposed restrictions where you feel like you've got limited options. So you feel trapped. And you don't have a plan. You need a plan. Maybe, you know, maybe you feel like you've got limited options because you've got no money, say. Just an example. So if that's the case, if you feel like you've got no money, maybe you need to put aside $5, $10 a week, or whatever you can put together, you know, and save that and make a plan that when you get to, I don't know, or maybe you need to make a plan to, I don't know, talk to family or friends to get you out of the situation that you're in. You know, whatever this plan is, I feel like you need to do something. You can't keep, I guess, pretending that everything's okay and repressing, because eventually you'll blow like a volcano. All right, so tell me about the abandonment issue you're not dealing with, the core values, and there's no stability and security. 5 of Air, what a surprise. This is definitely toxic. Maybe somebody thought they made a mistake, and they needed to reassess. But I feel like there was something that obviously it wasn't a happy, it was toxic. It was not a good situation. But somebody was indecisive, you know, they were having trouble making a decision, and whether that's you or your person, but somebody was having trouble making a decision. You know, it's like weighing up all your options, trying to avoid even trying to make a decision, but you know you need to. The whole situation, though, made you feel like utter shit. Let's be real. As I said, could be a lack of intimacy, but this person could be a narcissist, and they could be ruthless. They could be impulsive. You know, maybe this whole decision was them an impulsive decision. You know, they felt like they weren't getting anything from you, so they made an impulsive decision to cheat. I don't know. It was about their ego. It was them being selfish. But yeah, you didn't want to walk away, or somebody didn't want to walk away. So even if they knew, they made this impulsive decision. It was like they still didn't want to like leave their marriage, their relationship, whatever. Even though you're not happy, like they still love you. So, you know, that's why they didn't want to walk away and, you know, find someone else, because they wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it too. Focus on your self-worth. And as I said to you, maybe you have this lack of money. Maybe you need to be more self-sufficient before you can leave. There's something to do with that. You feel like you don't have a firm foundation either. There's too many obstacles, and I feel like, yeah. Maybe that's where the plan comes in. So then we have the destructive habits, the addictions, the strategy, and Splitsville. And then, you know, disregarding the boundaries and, you know, being selfish and manipulating and cheating. Some more. Oh, sorry about my stomach grumbling. I think I'm hungry. Okay, let's have a look. What have you got? Quite a few cards. Funny enough, the Page of Water came out, and I was going to read that a second ago. It was on the bottom and I didn't. You know, as I said, this person was selfish, and they made this quick decision, but it was like, yeah, you probably just doubted your intuition and they were selfish. There needs to be balance, and also I feel like they needed to kind of prioritize, like, what did they want for their future? You know, they had to make choices about their life, and same with you. You know, you needed to do some future planning, and you've got two choices: you stay or you go. So you're in that contemplation mode. You know, what do you want to do with, you know, this person has destructive habits, you know that you're feeling trapped, but you know that this person hurt you. So you need to make the decision, and maybe the decision is to leave. You need to release the fear, and you need to stop repressing everything. You've got so many confusion about why this happened, or how could this happen, and, you know, but as I said, you really need to kind of deal with those repressed emotions. It is easy to stay in your comfort zone. So you are obviously stressed about, well, what happens if I leave? I don't have any money. I don't have a plan. You know, like, you really need to have some goals and know what it is that you want. Because at the moment you're frustrated, there's obstacles, you know, all those things. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so 7 of Fire. This is about self-deceit. Oh, sorry, no, 7 of Fire. 7 of Fire, sorry. Had a lot, oh my God, had a lot going on in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, somebody's feeling exhausted. They want to give up. They're indecisive. You know, like, I feel like you don't know what to do. And you've been in that whole place of, you know, indecision. And I feel like it comes back to not wanting to be alone, but also having, you know, issues or obstacles as to why you can't. And maybe it's got to do with the money, like I said. You've got the 10 of Earth in reverse as well. So misfortune, you know, maybe you don't have the finances to kind of, you're not this happy family with the stability and the stable family life and the, you know, plans for your future and wealth and all those things. You don't have that. But you are, you know, a confident, independent person, and you have courage. You are determined. You know, people, if you went out there, people would find you attractive. You know, I feel like you have good intuition, and you're normally a person of action. So, as I said though, you know, You're practical and you're capable. Really though, I just feel like with the Queen of Earth though, like, I don't know why I said the Queen of Fire. Maybe because that is what you're like. But with the Queen of Earth, I mean, you know, it's about being a mum, resourceful, dependable, you know, warm-hearted, generous, loyal, supportive. You know, maybe you're a working mum. Maybe you need to be a working parent. You know, be a parent and also make the money. Maybe you need to come up with some sort of business idea that will help you make money. That somebody is very cold-hearted, deceitful, sly, easily influenced. So in the end, I guess it's up to you whether you choose to walk away. There's some decisions to make. Anyway, that's what I have. I hope that resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I will catch you with the next read. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.